Hey gang, let's do page 18 together today. This is Do Lord, okay? It's a pretty straightforward version of Do Lord, all right? We're going to take it real sort of, we're not going to put a lot of feeling into it yet, okay? I want you to understand the timing of it and the mechanics of it, and then once you get more relaxed with it, then you can start playing it with a little more feeling. But for right now, we're going to keep it pretty straight, okay? Page 18, you'll notice that right off the bat, on the second beat of the very first measure, we have the option of either playing that 4 just like that, or we can change it into a, okay? Either way, either a boom or a ditty. Ditty, okay? How about if I put the ditties in for us? I want your ditties to be nice and smooth, so if you're practicing with your ditties, make sure you're playing them right along with me. Sometimes people have a tendency to snap their ditties too fast, like that. You don't want to do that. You want to go like that. Okay? All right, here's Do Lord. Hang on. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and... Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Third line. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Patience, patience, patience. All right? Now, you need to practice it as slowly as I just played it with me at least 3 or 4 times, okay? Because what we're working on are nice fluid strums, remember, and we're working on finger placement, making sure we're getting our fingers up there nice and high on the fret so we get tone. If you play your 4 like this, you're wasting your time. That's not good to practice that way. You're telling your finger every time you play that 4, you're not going to press down hard enough and you're going to have it in the wrong position. Get it way up there, make it ring, okay? Very, very important stuff right now. All right, that's page 18, Do Lord. I think that before I go on, I'm going to play it up to speed for you so you can see where this will go if you practice really hard. You can come back after you've gone through the whole book and you've worked on some speed stuff, then you can go back and play this up to speed. The other thing that I'm going to do here is every time there is a rest, I'm going to strum the previous note again over it. So let me give you an example. On the very first line where it says 9, 9, rest, 8, I'm going to go 9, 9, 9, 8. Okay? On the very last measure of the first line, instead of 7, rest, 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 I'm going to go 7, 7, 7, 7. All right? Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to apply a boom diddy pattern to it. Now when I do this, again, this is so super advanced, and I'm only doing this for those of you who are getting bored doing the slow stuff. And I'm not going to back up and talk to you about how important it is to get the slow stuff correctly, because you got to go slow before you can go fast, all right? But those of you that feel like you can sign off on the slow stuff, here's what this is going to sound like up to speed, all right? Those of you that are just starting out, don't worry about playing this fast, and please don't let it intimidate you. I'm going to get you to this point, step by step. All right, I'm here for you. I'm not here to intimidate you, but I do want to throw a bone to my players that are chomping at the bit. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's line 1. Here's line 2. Here's line 3. Did is I took all of those rests and I played the number that I had just played before the rest. I just stayed on that number. I also kind of turned my right hand into an automatic boom diddy machine. All right, that comes with a lot of practice, so don't think you need to grab that right away. Let me see if yeah, I got enough time to talk about Liza Jane. Let's go on to page 19 today. Once again, you can stop these videos anytime you want to and practice them and then restart them, right? That's the beauty of being online with me. Liza Jane. Let's go ahead and back this back up, the metronome that is, and we will take it back to, let's see what we want to do this at. Let's take it down to 69. And I am going to take the option of turning my quarter notes into ditties. So in other words, on that first measure, instead of doing it this way, I'm going to do it this way. And if that is intimidating to you, don't do it yet. It's just that simple. We'll sound great together. If you're doing a boom and I'm doing a ditty, it won't matter. We'll sound good together. All right, here we go on Liza Jane. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Second line. Ditty there, did you hear it? Didn't mean to. Last line. There's Liza Jane. Pause the video and play that back a few times. Play it without me. Use a metronome. Stand on your head and play it backwards. All right. The chords at the bottom of the page. Liza Jane looks good to me. Let's see if I can sing this in the key of D as high as it needs to be done. Liza Jane. Okay, it might be a little difficult to do and it might be uncomfortable to listen to, but not as awkward for you as it is for me. Here we go. 4 strums for measure this time, okay? So every chord that you see there, we're going to strum 4 times, with the exception of down on line 3 and 4, we've got a G and a D in that Liza measure in both of those. So we got to strum the G 2 and the D 2 times. All right? Because every measure gets 4 beats, and there are 2 chords in that one measure. All right, 4 strums per measure. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Liza Jane looks good to me. Little Liza Jane, the sweetest one I've ever seen. Get ready for that A. Little Liza Jane. I'm going to have to drop octaves here. So you got like perfect fodder here to blackmail me on my voice. Believe me, I can sing. It's just not a good key for me, and the dulcimer's usually in the key of D when we're starting. You want to boom ditty that? Let's go ahead and boom ditty that. Now remember, when we get to the last 2 lines, the G is going to get a boom ditty, and then the D gets a boom ditty, because we've got 2 chords in one measure, and we've got to divide the 4 beats up. G ditty, D ditty, G ditty, D ditty. Let's go ahead and apply our boom ditties. Here we go. I'm not going to sing this time. I just can't do that to you again. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and second D, third D, fourth D, second line, the second D. Get ready for your A. And D. Here comes the third line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last line. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A chord. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. Remember, repeat and repeat often and slow it down. Get a metronome from your local music store or download an app on your phone that you can use. The next time we get together, we're probably going to run Camptown races for sure, and we might get Angelina Baker in there too. All right? You guys have fun practicing this. Practice often. Make sure you're keeping your dulcimer tuned up. You can always go back and listen to the lesson that I gave you on tuning your dulcimer, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me.